everyone, it's Carla from Tiny Yankee Crafts, and I live! My spring break started officially today, and I figured what better time than to recap my February than at the tail end of March. March was very busy, so I'm not even gonna get into that. It was mostly school, but February was fun. I got to hang out with friends and do a few things before school decided to avalanche on me. So I'm going to recap some things that I got and some fun little things that I did. So in no particular order, towards the beginning of the month, I got to hang out with my good friend Janie from Atomic Redhead, and we had a blast. She came down with her husband Patrick to go just to hang out with me and go vintage shopping, and to most importantly see a shipwreck off the coast of Coronado, which we didn't unfortunately get to see because the tide decided to not come in until about 7 or 8 in the evening. But I digress. We had a good time. We went to Buffalo Exchange and she got a couple of things. I left with this really adorable little half cap hat. It's pink. It has a little feather. It still has its hat pins. It called out to me. But also, the one thing about it, it's severely damaged. So I'm on the lookout for some light pink diamond veiling. If anybody knows where to get some, let me know, please. But I thought it was the cutest thing, and once I'm able to properly fix it up, or I could just rip the veiling off, that's how it would look. And, you know, with Easter right just a couple of days away, it'd be perfect for Easter. But I love it. It makes me happy, as with every other thing that I buy. But Janie saw it and she's like, "So, are you going to get that?" And the next thing she knows, it's on my head. And I had a blast hanging with Janie and Patrick. And Janie is on a new little venture. She's been hand painting and handcrafting parasols with various Disney characters, because she's a super, super big fan of Disney, which is one reason why she's my good friend. The first one she surprised me with, because I got two, I don't know if I can open this properly, is Tiana from Princess and the Frog. She has a matching Lottie one, and she's like, "I'm gonna make you a Tiana," and she did. And look at how pretty she is. And she has beignets. And it's been really sunny since spring started, and I've been walking around with them, and people are like, "Oh, where did you get them?" And I'm like, "My friend made it." So I'm not sure if she has order details up, but I will provide a link to her blog down below, and so you can inquire if you want one. And the other one I got, she said, was a bit of an experiment, but I don't care. I love it because it's a perfect experiment, because it's Captain America's shield. It's fantastic. I love Captain America, and I'm planning on making a Peggy Carter cosplay beach outfit to go with it. So look for that after my collections class. But I'm super, super happy with my parasols, and she gifted me with a couple of other things, which I can't reach at the moment, so I will definitely be having photos in the actual blog post that accompanies this. Alrighty, so moving on a little bit, I've been, if you follow my Instagram, you are very much aware that I took a millinery class for the past 8 weeks, and this is the fruit of my labor. It's a nice little sailor hat with veiling that I got as a gift from my good friend and milliner, Tanith Rowan. Look, it's a hat. I made it with my own 2 hands. I love it. It's a little wonky. I know where every single mistake is, but it's my very first hat, and I'm really grateful that I had such an amazing millinery professor. Her name is Diana Cavanero. She's awesome. I love her to bits and pieces. I'm going to do a proper post, you know, chronicling this hat, and I will include links to Diana's site, so if any of you are in San Diego and would like to take millinery courses, she is offering them. But has a lining, and my Petersham isn't properly put in, but there's a lining in this. And I'm planning on making more because I have a pattern and I still have a little bit of buckram left over, so don't be surprised if you see lots of handmade hats on the blog soon. And also, actually, I think around this time last year, Solana from Vintage Vixen. Either way, Solana gifted me a good, nice little selection of books, and one of them was this book, How to Make and Trim Your Own Hats by V. Powell. There is an ebook floating around somewhere of it. I don't know where it is off the top of my head, but it's really cute. It's got all these different 40s hats in it. Once I get amazing, I want to make this one. So fingers crossed that I can bring that to fruition. Another thing that I've been doing has been knitting. I'm still working on the Date Maker cardigan, and I finished the back a few days ago. You cannot see the pattern in this because it's navy blue, but the back is finished, and I started the right front immediately after. And here it is with the lifeline. I have about an inch and a half to go before I start the shoulder shaping, and it's been fun. It's a really simple pattern. It's just knit 3, purl 3 in various steps. So even if those are the only stitches that you know and you don't want to do cables, congratulations, you can do this cardigan. After I cast this off, which should be today, I'm going to cast on for the left front and one of the sleeves because I have an extra pair of needles floating around. So I'll just be like alternating back and forth between the two, which should probably speed the process along a little bit. I hope. I have a bit of delusions of grandeur about that, but I hope it works the way I think it's going to work. In other news, I have not been able to go to any events around here. There was the rummage sale, which I missed. There was the San Diego Vintage Flea Market, which I missed. But that was on account of rain. But I'm looking into my calendar for future events, which will probably be taking place after my collections class. So anything after May, if you know of anything, San Diegans, do let me know. I know that the upcoming San Diego Vintage Flea Market is going to be in June, so I will definitely be at that. Yeah, oh yeah, Dabber Day. Dabber Day is a thing. That's end of April, so I'm going to try my best to go to that. Like, even if I can't properly attend Dapper Day, I'll go to the expo. I just want to be at Disneyland among lovely dressed people. Be a nice change of pace from school. School. And yes, I've been talking about school quite a bit in this sort of like pseudo-complainy voice, but I love it. It's a fun stressor. To those of you that don't know, my collections class, I have to do a 3 to 5 garment line. Pattern making, fabric sourcing, all by myself. And I'm so used to making like one singular thing for me. And this time I have 3 models that are my friends that I'm making it sort of custom to them. And it's been interesting because I have friends of various heights and sizes, and I'm so used to working with my size. So, you know, it's a nice little foray into the future of what my possible career might be. So I'm moderately documenting it. I plan on doing if I don't get fed up, doing a nice huge blog post after I graduate about it. So that's something that you can possibly look forward to. I will definitely be asking someone to take videos at the fashion show that the collection will be debuting at, and I will link it here after May 6th. So if any of you San Diegans want to come, it's on May 6th. I have tickets for sale. This will totally be irrelevant a year from now, but I don't care. But yeah, that's about it. That's pretty much been my life, as collections and working on tiny little things here and there. I do have some ideas for clothing that I want to make for myself after collections, some of which are a couple of play suits, some more peasant blouses, skirts, maybe a pair of beach pajamas. Just a few ideas down the pipeline. Just gotta work towards it. So yeah, that's been me. And I'm always looking for and ready to answer questions. So if you have any questions, you can ask me down below. You can send me an email because I plan on making a FAQ vlog at some point. So if you have any burning questions, do let me know. Okay, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Goodbye.